Hello guys, welcome to the video, and today in this video we're going to be talking about video games. So the title of this video is going to be Video Games Are Killing Your Gains. Let's get into this. So, video games. Video games have been around for a while now, and young men are playing them more and more. Why? Because video games are a way to cope from the outside world. It is a way to cope with having a crappy life. But as always, there will be guys and girls that will argue with this concept saying, 1 hour a day, video games aren't that bad. Sadly, these people have been brainwashed. Before I tell you how to unbrace wash, let me list the reasons to quit. So why should you quit playing video games? So I have a list right here, and we're going to go over it. So, one, it's a waste of time. So, basically, this means you could be doing other productive stuff, like cleaning your bedroom, working on a business, working out, eating clean, sleeping, all these things. And the video games take up so much time in people's days, and people will say, I don't got time for all this. Well, then they got find time for 3 hours of video games, and it's just like, bro. So, next one is they're destructive. They're destructive to your brain cell, the dopamine receptors. So basically, this means it gets to the point where it takes a huge amount of dopamine to make you have fun and be entertained. So over time, you have to have more and more dopamine to get that high feeling of, you're having fun, you're feeling good playing video games and also other stuff. It's also a coping mechanism. Video games for me was a coping mechanism from school, from being bullied, from just my day-to-day life, and I'm sure there's a lot of others that can relate to that, and it's sad. It's sad how they become just a coping mechanism. So the fourth one is a feeling of achievement for men. So this goes into psychology with your brain. So men strive to complete their goals. We are a goal-striving machine, and video games allow us to, like, for the battle pass, when we unlock that new character, we're like, we're so excited. But in real life, we're friggin' fat Jeffries eating McDonald's and playing video games, right? So there's no achievement in real life. You're not achieving anything. So you're going to play video games more and more to get that achievement feeling because you're a man. So 5 is a feeling of importance for men. So in a video game, you could be part of a group, you could be leading someone, or you could be a leader. And this is where we'll get our feeling of importance, of a feeling of belonging in video games. Oftentimes, that's where people like to go and hang out with their friends, and then afterwards, they never see those friends, so they keep going back. So, number 6, it's a waste of time. So, people use video games just so time will go by, just so they can go a couple hours into the future, because when you're playing video games, time goes by just like that, and you don't even realize it. So, let's go on to how to quit. So, to quit playing video games, you need to get onto a dopamine detox. And the dopamine detox is detoxing from stimulant activities for either a short period of time or a longer period of time. So, stimulant activities that you're going to detox from is technology, dirty websites, junk food, movies, music, and TV, because these all generate dopamine, and they all eventually, over time, make you crave more and more and more, because as you age and as you do more, it's only more and more destructive, and you crave more and more dopamine. So a dopamine detox, dude, it does sound boring, but so yes, I am very aware. Actively trying to tell your brain to stop seeking pleasure is almost impossible. You're going to need discipline. Your brain is wired naturally to seek the most comfort, so you must be disciplined. You must you must be tired of your life. You must be ready, because only then can you get on the dopamine detox, because it is very hard to get onto one, because of muscle memory, because unhappiness and mental health, but you will get through it. So since it's a dopamine detox sounds boring, what can we do on a dopamine detox to make it interesting? So one is entrepreneurship, starting a business. I started a YouTube channel. Two is hobbies. You can shoot bow and arrow, which I plan on doing. You can play sports. You can go outside and bike. You can build stuff, whatever. Three is sports. You can join a sports team if you're in school, or you can join a boxing team or whatever. So number four is reading and learning. This is going to be a very important part. So you do need to read. Now, I do think reading can be a waste of time if you're reading way too much, because rather than reading, you could be putting in productive hours instead of, like, so the less knowledge, I don't know, the whole thing, like, I'm still confused about it. I try to read about 1 hour or 30 minutes to an hour a day, something like that, but I haven't been consistent with that, and I don't really know if I'm going to be. I just think it's kind of a waste of time, but learning is definitely it is a good way to learn. You should read. I'm gonna have to start reading more. Alright, so 5 is gonna be working out. This is gonna take a good bit of time. So leveling up in real life. Now that you have came out of the virtual world and you're not leveling up in there, you need to start achieving things. So you're gonna start leveling up in real life. So you're gonna need to start doing this. So working out. It's very simple. Just go on YouTube and search up fitness videos. I'm gonna make some. You can just go and look at those, and it's probably better if you do it, because most friggin' fitness influencers have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to dieting. Now fitness, sure. Dieting, no. I wouldn't watch any other fitness influencers but me. That's just me. You probably don't think I'm just kind of fooling myself, but I'm really not. Until you go look at I don't know. So eating clean, you want to eat clean. And then 7 is sleeping enough. So, with that being said, even though you are detoxing from dopamine activities, that doesn't mean you can't ever do it again. Once a month, playing video games, or going out on a date and eating some kind of junk food, it's not that bad. It's bad when you are doing it consistently every day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and it's your whole life. You're doing nothing else. That is when it's bad. So that is what we're trying to get to the point where it's like only once a month, or even if you want to go to the top 1%, none at all. So hold up. In conclusion, a dopamine detox will put you into the top 20% of men easily. If you want to be successful and dominate this life, you must get onto a dopamine detox. With that being said, boys, I hope y'all have a fantastic day.